In this problem, there's questions about B and C. So we'll start at the beginning. The lengths of the pregnancies of a certain animal are approximately normally distributed with the mean, that's for the population, is 162 days and the standard deviation is 16 days. Well, in part B, we're asked, suppose we take a random sample of 18 pregnancies and we're asked to describe the sampling distribution of the sample mean length. Okay, so what we need to remember here with this one is that when we look at the sampling distribution, there's two facts. One is the mean of the samples. Let me see if I can get this to right. The mean of the sampling distribution is the same thing as just the mean. And the standard deviation of the sampling distribution we find by taking the population standard deviation and dividing by the square root of the sample size, the square root of n. So when I take 16 and divide that by the square root of 18, because that was my sample size, that's where we get this answer right here, this 3.7712. And the mean is the same thing as the mean of the population. Okay, so that's where we get this answer. And the distribution is normal. So then the last question says, what is the probability that a random sample of 18 pregnancies has a mean gestation period of 156 days or less? So this is where I'd go back and use my StatCrunch. So in StatCrunch, under Stat, calculators, normal, we're going to use for our mean that 162, and our standard deviation we're going to use 3.771. That's the standard deviation of the sampling distribution, and we want to know what's the probability that this value is less than 156, and compute. And that's going to be our final answer here. So to 4 decimal places, that would be 0.0558. Hope this helps.